Hi, my name is Jake, and today we are going to be doing a ToA 455. We're going to be doing this with all Warden's invocations, all Baba invocations, and all Zabak invocations. Going to have most of Kefri's invocations, just not using Medic. Have Stay Vigi feeling special. Uh, we have On a Diet, Deadly Prayers, Pathfinder, Walk the Path, No Help Needed, Walk for It, and Softcore. It's just how I like to run it. I could take a 5-pointer off there to make it a flat 450, but who would do that? Don't do that. Just run the 455. It'll be fine, especially if you got gear comparable to this. We're going to be running Scepter and Shadow and Webweaver. Kind of got like a wilderness thing going on here. I don't know. I don't even PK. I just have these items. Of course, Fang and Voidwaker BGS. Pierce Partisan of the Sun. Thralls. 4-piece ranged. Let's just do the pre-pot. It's Metaphite Remedy, Forgotten Brew, Extended Anti-Venom. Into Saturated a Heart. Saturated Heart. By the way, I know how to say it. I just said it weird and I don't know why. Alright. So this is like more common in mass runs to go Zeb first. And it used to be that you wouldn't do this in solos because Baba would be level 5 and would just like truck you. Wasn't such a big deal if you knew Red X, so I learned Red X and I just did it that way. I struggled blessed until then. I did a 500 like brute force before pre-nerf, with absolutely no butterfly, no Red X, and it was awful. It took like 30 attempts. It really needed to be fixed, and I'm glad they fixed it. So this is now just like a super chill way to run the raid. We're going to go in here, we're going to Scepter first, we're going to summon a Thrall. If the Scepter misses, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But the Scepter is kind of like a BGS for Mage. It missed. Can pop a prayer regen here if you got one. It's not bad. Oops. Wasn't looking. I recommend you use Shadow on Accurate. It's my preferred method, because hits more often. Why wouldn't you? It's not like long range gives you another max hit or anything. Just use it on Accurate, get the extra accuracy. Push the jug into the thing and shoot it. Even if it's going to hit the thing, just shoot it. Kind of a joke, but also kind of not. I'm just kind of lazy flicking. And again, you could just leave like Mystic Vigor or Mystic Might or whatever you have up. That is an option as well. Try not to stand in the Venom. I've died to the Venom before. It's very embarrassing. Don't be that guy. Second solve is almost always in the middle. There's some cases where it's not. Sometimes it's going to force you behind max range, and you'll have to switch to long range. Otherwise, it'll drag you into his attack here, and you really don't want that. Remember to keep up on your thralls, just keep checking the timer on that. We could try specking again as we're going into Enrage. It missed. Alright. Just stay chill. Don't freak out. Don't get panicky. It's kind of a waste of a surge pot there to try and get that third spec off, so, you know. You could always just not use Scepter. You could always just bring more potions. Like, these could be brews. Could also just drop ward and use the Book of the Dead as your offhand. That is also an option. And in fact, like, since I'm thinking about doing another 500, that may be the play for a 500 is to just completely drop these two and use, like, Void Waker alone, which is traditionally what I've done in the past. The 3 500s that I ran, I believe I had Bofa for all of them, and really only used Void Waker. I didn't even bother bringing, like, a Bone Dagger or a Seer Call. I think maybe one of them I brought a Seer Call. I can't remember. I'd have to look. But yeah, just like maximizing the amount of mistakes that you can allow during a raid will kind of almost ensure that you can get through it. Especially if you've got yellow Karis, you can just bring a bunch of restores and basically Karis through everything. You would want to bring a Lightbearer for that. Personally, I don't like running Lightbearer. That's just me. Drop a potion here. At 455, if you've got like max melee, you're gonna shred Kefri. Like, already halfway down. Couple noodles, but we're still hitting. I have skipped like the egg phase before, like, and just going straight into the minion phase. Not today, though. That's fine. Do a little spec on Kefri. I like to just dump specs whenever I have them, to be completely honest. We are going to switch to yellow Karis now. Because the minions have way lower defense now, so you can just kind of kill them with Karis. Fang would slow you down. It might be good in some situations to, like, finish off with Fang. Like, let's try it here. Boom. Alright, switch to melee. Oh. I'm bad. Alright. See, Karis, 57. You're not going to get that with Fang. That's why Karis is nice here. Keep moving. Keep hitting the bug. Got him. Okay. Spec the boss. Turn around to Fang. Spank him. And now we done. Now we're just pumping damage into the boss, keeping an eye on death charge, and when we can cast it again, which is right now. And then the next bug phase, We're going to try to kill big eggs. You generally want to kill the big eggs. We got spec energy. Gonna dump it. Honestly, you don't have to do that. Probably waste time more than anything. Okay. Taking a little bit of damage here. Alright. So we killed one of the swarms just to get some health back with yellow carrots. You don't have to worry about actually doing damage to the mage bug anymore. It's just any 3 hits will make him move. I think it's player hit splats, but any 3 player hit splats will make him move. Was contemplating leaving the meleeer up. I think I'm just gonna nuke him. It's kind of just better to go for a fast raid than anything. Consistent quick clears are how you're gonna make your money here. Alright. Keep dumping specs, keep damaging the boss. We're home free. Oh, and obviously keep moving. Keep killing eggs. Basically kill eggs up until final phase. If you gotta sit prayer, you gotta sit prayer. It's no big deal. We've got spec energy. She's healthy. Switch to Void Waker. Get dunged. Here we go. You may have to repot, so try to keep your health above like 20-ish, in my opinion. Obviously, Blood Fury is the, well, I guess maybe it's not obvious to everybody, but Blood Fury is top tier option here, and with changes to Slayer, as far as I understand, it may be more optional for Iron Man as well. Whereas before it was basically non-optional for an Iron Man. Alright, final phase. We're not really going to hit the eggs. If she does the egg phase, we're just going to try to kill here. Got Thrall for another 30 seconds. I might just Fang spec. Yeah, we're going to Fang spec. Nice. Alright. Alright, the deposit pot has changed. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we can drop our Divine Super Combat. You're always going to choose power. Now we're going to go into a Ka. Take note of what level he is. Kind of important to just be a little prepared to know how many memories are going to show up in the memory game. Just drop the mirrors over the, well, you gotta have the Tombs of a Masket plug-in, but what you're trying to do is get this light that keeps coming out of here to hit this other statue. and you're using the mirrors to reflect that light to hit that statue. When that statue gets hit with the light, you can then destroy this, like, pylon in the center. And now we can go fight the boss. Alright, we're going to switch to Mage gear. I'm going to drop this sand for you for a second, take our smelling salt, and we're going. Alright, protect from melee, put mage up, some to thrall. I didn't spec. Alright, we got kind of lucky. First one hit. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I know what's happening. No, no. Nah, screwed it up. Alright. I am obviously not great at butterfly. You could probably do better than me. But, that being said, if you're, like, as good or worse than me, you can do it without butterfly. You can do it, with minimal butterfly. You can do it with horrible butterfly, and as long as you're chill and you respect the special attacks, you're gonna be fine. See, I screwed up fly again. Takes a small bit of damage. We can patch that up here in a minute. We're gonna let it heal up over time. Alright. Special. Alright, so Aka has changed. You can now... well, he has a singular overhead prayer instead of having like a dual overhead prayer. I'm gonna summon a ranger because he's gonna go into mage. And now we're gonna switch to melee. And hopefully get some Blood Fury procs. Nope. And I already screwed up the butterfly. Alright. Killing the shadows with shadow is surprisingly... well, maybe not so surprisingly. It's easy. You, again, could be using Mystic Might or Mystic Vigor. It's really whatever you want to do. You could Prayer Flick if you're that good. Could you imagine somebody Prayer Flicking while Butterfly? That'd be sick. Oh. Look at me. I'm so bright. Alright, let's kill this shadow. Alright, so we got orbs. I'm kind of not in a great spot. This is how you do it. Just be chill. Just do it like you normally do it. And the orbs will disappear before you hit them. You'll be off of them before they hit you. You can be better than me. I can almost guarantee it. Let's be ready to Karis, like right here. Just gonna Karis. You can use a Dren if you want. It's understandable if you need to Karis more than once. Keep an eye on your Adren. Or Surge Pot, sorry. Alright, pick up the Sand View. Not doing great or horrible on prayer, to be completely honest. That was a pretty smooth Aka. It went quickly. Alright, Monkey Room. They reduced the number of waves in here, so there's not as many waves anymore. Just kill things one at a time. Unless you have chins, then you can kill multiple. Alright. One-piece switches are usually good. I like to throw the defender in there. On the melee switches, it's just me. Keep moving. As you're going to fix the issues in the room, you should be killing things. Large shamans take 2 hits, even with blowpipe. Stay away from the volatiles, they'll blow you up. These little guys drain your prayer, so ideally you don't want to be getting hit by any of them. But you can try and make it so that only one is hitting you if you're in a situation like I am here. Can kite him like this. I didn't get as many as I wanted it to. There we go, that's a little bit better, but there's still a lot of them. Definitely a reason to bring chins is this room. You can also use it in the Kefri room if you wanted to, on the swarms. I'm gonna hit a couple of them with Karis just to get some health back. Alright, that's probably good. Okay, pick up our potions. Lucky we didn't have to use any sand few. A couple more seconds left on our prayer regen. Switch into our melee gear. We're finally going to use BGS. And I bet you it's going to be as reliable as Scepter was earlier. That's my experience with BGS and Scepter. It's just so... yeah, whatever. Alright. We can't salt. We don't got enough salt. We're just going to come in here and... oh, hey, whoa, whoa. It worked? Whoa. And it hit like a massive number, too. It hit like a 70. little monkeys. Only one piece switch will be needed. It's basically free spec energy. Preemptive switch. I'm running Boulder Dash. You want to mind the banana peels. If you're like me, you're going to kind of just chill until that happens, and then you're going to come up here. I know other people have it figured out way, way better than I do, but this is the first time that I'm in the raid with like more than 20 frames a second. So this is me learning how to do Boulder Dash now that I have actual frame rate. You could prayer flick too, so you don't have to use as much prayer. Just you save everything for wardens, basically. Preemptive switch, get moving, shoot the boulder, shoot the boulder. Oh, move, move, damn. I don't think I... Oh, nice, 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 nice. Alright, now you just kill the boss. Honestly, the boulders don't hit too hard, so it's pretty chill to like kind of experiment around. Just don't fall in the gap. Gap is bad. What? What just happened? Okay. Alright. Voidwaker? Thanks, man. Oh wow, that was actually pretty nice. I didn't expect it to do that much. Oh, I got the 30-minute warning. I'm a real nerd, guys. Alright. You can deposit Fang here. You don't need Fang. Technically, you don't need Scepter. I guess you don't really need BGS either. You could replace BGS with Fang. We're just going to drop Fang. We're going to pop that back into the bank. We're going to take life, because we're a noob, and we don't know what we're doing. Alright, switch to Mage. Switch to Scepter. Optional. Pull out Salt, Adron, and now I'm going to move stuff around in here so that it looks like that. So that I get my Ambrosia first, and then the Nectar, and the... Well, actually, you know what? We're going to do it this way. We're going to do the Nectar, and then the Ambrosia. Alright. So, we're going to go in, we're going to Salt. Actually, you know what? Let's just pull this out right now. We're going to go in, we're going to Salt, we're going to hit Liquid Adron, and then we're going to spec the core thing. Alright, Salt, him, Thrall, Prayer, Adron, click. Cool. That's going to be all we're going to do there. Leave ourselves with 25 spec energy. We're going to have a Surge Pot here in a minute. We're going to hit our Regen Pot. Shadow just rips through it. It'd be nice to have this Nectar for P2, but we're going to have to use it here. We could just Karis. Right, save some of that brew, but we're just gonna brew. Oh. Whew. Alright. Pulling out the Ambrosia. probably going to have to Scepter on the next phase. One, two, three, 4, 5, and then we hit with BGS. That's the first round. Summon Thrall. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Karis. I forgot to Death Charge. That's my bad. We can Surge. So we could technically Karis again. And, you know, that did not feel any better or worse than Blowpipe, in my opinion. Like, it hits a little bit harder, but it's one tick slower. I don't know how many we hit. We're going to have to, like, BGS in the third phase. It's fine. I did. Okay. Summon a Thrall, switch back to Mage. Just keep an eye on your hit points. We got enough to Karis. We got another Adren if we need it. Shadow just rips. Alright. I'm gonna resto a little bit. Keep an eye on these hit points. I believe BGS hits 325 in this gear. So we're gonna see if we can... No, it's 425. So, yeah. Just leave it. Take off the prayer. He's down. Switch to Scepter. Adren. Get ready to summon. 100% spec energy. And let it rip. Perfect. Whoops. See how bad I am, guys? I'm awful at this game. Alright, we're going to hit a couple of these things. Switch back to this. Skull Skip. We're just going to watch him. And then flick to the opposite side. Keep an eye on your prayer. Keep an eye on your salt as well. I'm going to carry us a couple more of the skulls. Just to be extra safe. Skip again. We're going to skip all of them. I don't know why I said it again. Keep an eye on him. Flick to the opposite side because he went right. when your salt starts getting low, you can pop Preserve. That'll help keep the boost at least for a little bit longer, which can help at last row. Not gonna worry about Kerosene right now. Okay. I might have regretted my words instantly. Man, he's really liking that right side today. Usually it's not always all to the right like that. Usually he's kind of random about it. Today he's just being picky. Skip timing is pretty specific up until that last one, and then it can change depending on where you are in the cycle. I'm not even gonna bother repotting the prayer regen because we're about to finish this. So I'm gonna Thrall. Just keep moving. Don't greed the hit. Ambrosia, if you need to. Keep an eye on your prayers. Keep an eye on Zeb. Zeb's the issue. He's gonna catch you off guard. Don't let the floor or Baba get you. That you can prevent. I mean, you can technically prevent the Zeb stuff too, but... if you're looking at the other side and Zeb switches, it's kind of hard to tell. Unless you're listening to it. That's one of my big tells. I listen for the audio cue. That way I don't always have to look at it. And average loot. What, like 400k? Yeah, not a lot. Rares exist, right? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe if I do a 500, I'll get one. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, sub, all that.